Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So LSU's offense will go to work first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Hauls it in. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. It's complete. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they...
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Quick strike through the air for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Woods. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quickly complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Crosses the 30. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human. For one play, he has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Got his man quickly. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just...
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Burns. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Parrish. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The RPO, it's complete. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting a touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Burns. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Floats it out in space. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
They're dealing with a second and long. Unloads quickly. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance. Makes them so hard to stop.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job.
Touchdown LSU! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Mississippi State, 0.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. Seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That last completion sets them up on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Wood. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And the Bulldogs in the hurry up. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quick completion on the out. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On target over the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Fitted in the window for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
35, Mississippi State, 0.
Coming out with it, it's Burns. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Going to the running game. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Burns. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are...
There he goes! A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Finds a man in the middle. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 20. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Got the quick pass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Right on the money. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The give to the back. And he has stopped him. Lead by the big defensive lineman.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
What a disappointment. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Handoff to the single running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. He'll field the punt and take it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Working that left side now. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, LSU! Once he got some room, it was over.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
LSU 42, Mississippi State 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Burns. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They'll try the left side. Got the 1st down and more. Bulldozes his way through. Turns it on down the left side. At the 20. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. That was the definition of a quick strike, and now we'll see if they can turn that huge play into points. He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Mississippi State 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Pucks it out of the air. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. It's a seam wide open. The 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They add on another score, and now that record oh so close to going to 8-1 on the season. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Back to throw, it's Finley. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the outside. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter.
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and he just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. Got room at the 35. There he goes to the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Gives it on the option. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Finley. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Let's see what he can do with it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Working the middle. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Oh, he's got some space. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. They had their backs against the wall, and suddenly they're a long way from that wall and headed the other direction. They're setting up the screen, and this one will be stopped for no gain. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from